Welcome back to Amy's Creative Corner. Today we're going to get started with creating your own project. So once you're logged in and you get to the start page, you can see up here that there are some links, very quick links that will always get you back to your start page. There's the Contact Us link, which is really important if you should ever have a problem that your consultant can't answer, then go ahead and use this contact page. The help section is also very useful. If you are working on Studio J, you have a question, you can come up to Contents and look at all of the different help files that Close to My Heart provides. For right now, under Get Started, go ahead and look at the technical requirements. You'll see both hardware and software requirements, and then Internet browser recommendations. If you're ever having a problem with Studio J, my guess is that it's your internet browser. So you're going to want to look at this, look at your operating system, and see which ones are best. I've found that Internet Explorer, the most recent edition of Internet Explorer, works best for me. So since you don't have any projects created yet, if you're new to Studio J, let's go ahead and start with Create a New Project. I'm going to name mine Uno, because my layout's all about a wild Uno game we had, and it lets you start uploading photos. I would definitely start uploading your photos now because it definitely can take a while. So I'm just going to my photos for Thanksgiving. Okay, and I'm going to select, I'm kind of a goofball, so I'm just going to select some of these goofy pictures by clicking on one, holding down Shift, and then opening, and you can see that they start loading in, and immediately you've got this little symbol in the center that lets you know things are working. You can come over here and you can see that yes, certainly it is loading in, but the beauty of it is I don't have to wait. I can hit continue and you can see that my photos are uploading in the background. So if you are a Close to My Heart fan at all, you may have some of these paper packets sitting at your home. So if you're going to use this as a studio, you simply can load your photos in and play around with the different paper packets, and once you set on a layout that you like, then you can pull out your paper packets that you have at home and start cutting your papers. So like I said, this really is free. You don't ever have to buy anything if you don't want to. Okay, now the other great thing is I can come up here to All Kits and I can click on New Kits. All of the new kits from the current idea book are automatically loaded into Studio J, which is fabulous. You don't have to wait on your order arriving before you can start playing with your new paper packets. You'll also see that here's a members only paper packet. And so that is, I'll talk about membership more next time. But as I look at my pictures, I can see that I've got some purple, I've got lagoon, I've got a little bit of sunset in my sweatshirt, and so I'm going to select this Hooligans pack. Again, I hit continue. I can see that my photos are still loading, and I look at my photos and I think, all right, how many photos do I have that I'm really going to use? And I see that, for instance, these two pictures are very similar, so I'll probably only use one of those. This one has a piece of paper in front of my face. I'm not going to use that. These two are also very similar, so I'm probably only going to use one of those. And then this series of 4. So that leaves me with 6 pictures. So what I can do is come up here to Find Patterns with 6 photos, and here I've got a series of patterns. Now notice some of these are members only. Well, I am a Studio J member, and so I'm going to go ahead and click the one that says Superstar. and hit continue. Again, 2 of my pictures have loaded, the rest are still loading. As you can see, you do not want to use this as your version of PhotoBucket or any other photo storage. You simply want to load the pictures you want to use for your project. Now, after you select your pattern, then you get a select a kit mix screen. Please note that you are not married to the choice that you make at this moment. So I'm going to go ahead and hit kit mix 2 and continue on, and it automatically loads that kit mix into my pattern. Now, the beauty is that I definitely can make any changes that I want. So let's go ahead and start with our embellishments, because Close to My Heart does a great thing for us. It automatically pre-places some embellishments, so if I'm in a hurry, I don't even have to think about it. I just use the embellishments that they've provided for me. So you can see that I can either delete this if I don't want it, or I can use my embellishment color picker. It gives me some recommended colors, but I also have our 60 colors in Close to My Heart's color palette that I can choose from. I'm going to go ahead and stick with the recommended because that's fast and easy. And I click on that and notice all of my brads, all like items, have now been colored. So that's perfect. And I don't know if you can see this on your screen, so I'm going to go ahead and zoom in and scroll down. And you can see that there are some staples. So again, I'm going to color all like items, and just for now I'm going to make them black so that it's easy to see. And again, I'm zooming out, and I can see that sure enough I've got black staples. Now, some of my pictures have loaded in, but not all of them yet, so I'm going to go ahead and start making some choices. And I don't know, I think mine was automatically turned off, but let me show you here. So right now I've got my thumbnail showing, and when you log in, the thumbnail will be showing. This is great if, let's say, you have 20 layouts in your Uno project, let's say. But since I only have one, I want to maximize the screen space that I'm working with. So I'm just simply going to click on Hide Thumbnail, and that makes my layout larger. Okay, so I can start plugging in some of these pictures. So this one, I've got my cache. I want to have this sort of series of photos. I'm going to use this one as my focal photo because it cracks me up. And then I'm going to put this one back here. And when I have my photos loaded, I can go ahead and move them around. I can't make them smaller than the original size, but I can make them larger. So I'm going to click on this one, and up here at scale, I'm just going to push that slider up ever so slightly, and then I'm going to move the photo. I want more of my husband showing than me because he's much cuter than I am. And then I'm going to do the same for this picture. Now notice that when I'm moving my photos or increasing the size of my photos, that it gives me the slider, there's this red area. That's basically giving me a warning that it's not going to look good. It'll be a little pixelated if I increase the size too much. I will tell you that I have printed pictures where it's gone into the yellow and the red area, and they turned out fine, but again, Close to My Heart isn't going to reprint if they turn out pixelated. Okay, So now here is this image area, and you'll notice that I haven't put an image there because I've decided that down here is my little journaling block, and I don't like the journaling down there. I don't want it there. I want it up here with my photos. So I've got a couple of options here. I can either delete this, but don't, because you can't get it back unless you immediately hit undo. So do not delete. But what I can do is convert it into a text well.
Thanks for visiting Amy's Creative Corner. Join me next time and we'll finish up our layout.